Okay, welcome to my farm tour. I promised this video to some random viewer of mine ages ago. Sorry that it didn't come sooner. This is my main file that I'm going to be doing it on today. Ignore these random files with like hours and stuff. The one we're going to be focusing on today is the one with 201 hours. It's in year 7 and it's on day 28 of summer. First off, before I show you the house, I'm just going to show you the personal things on like the player. So I somehow haven't gotten all the wallet items. I can't remember what this one is. Please tell me what that is. These are the perks I have. The artisan is the only path you should choose for this one. Geologist, gemologist. I got this because I farmed diamonds. More on that later. These two because I farmed truffles. More on that later. These ones because I had trouble completing something. More on that later. And this one because that's just the combat path I like. Now if we go to social. My wife is, of course, Abigail. It cannot be anyone else in the game. That is a crime. I have 10 hearts and 8 hearts with about most, like, half, at least about 50% of the, not players, NPCs in the game. I just realized I'm probably going to get cancelled for the name of my children, but that's fine. I don't really care. You know, whatever. Crafting. I have most of the crafting recipes. The ones I don't are the new ones from the 1.5 update. The, what are they called? Some of the ones from Mr. QI's gem room, whatever that's called, and walnut room, and some of the special order quests I haven't done. Yeah, that's it for crafting. Collections, I have finally done it after all these years. 100% what is it called? 100% items shipped, farmed, and foraged. Bigodi truffle oil, yeah, I've sold a little bit of that. I've got a fish, got all of these. This is the first one I completed. Did this in 1.4. Artifacts, easy. Minerals, easy. If you have trouble with dinosaur egg, I had trouble with dinosaur egg actually, but after the 1.4 update came out, that was easy. Cooking, I have everything because I am a woman. Twitter, please don't cancel me for that joke. It was a joke. Cooking, I have all of it because I'm just that cool. Achievements, yeah, got all of those. The only achievements I don't have on Steam is completing completing Vector's Challenge, which is completing Prairie King without dying once. So that's just dumb. Letters, yep. And secret notes, the only one I don't have is the journal scrap from Ginger Island. As you see here, I have whatever these things called, I can't remember. I have the fire pits, you know. These 2 rooms up here, these 3 rooms actually, they're a mess. We just don't talk about them. This is also kind of a mess, you know. I have the 3 secret statues. I got the fish room that my child likes to hang out in. I got the community center trophy, the gold Mayor Lewis. I got some flat screen TVs, like, I don't know why I have so many over here. Got a lantern, I believe, here. Yep. And we've got the Leah sculpture. We've got my other tea leaf over here, tea bush, whatever. It's the Dance of the Moonlight Jellies tonight. Well, I'm not going. The home system of the Journey of the Prairie King arcade machine, whatever it's called, that you get when you complete the game. These are just random, like, cooking chests that helped me complete that achievement. I recently got a deconstructor because I was getting hardwood from all these cork bobbers. But recently I've been using grass starters and putting them in there. So I get the fiber from that because I'm going to need a lot of... Where is it? The Lux retaining soil. If you don't know why, you'll see later. I'm going to drink some triple shot espresso coffee because I need that forever. It gives 1 +1 speed. That's very helpful. Now, originally when I put all my wine into this basement, what happened is like it wasn't very organized. I put bits in at a time so that it was all like iridium quality at different times. So what I'm doing is I'm just waiting till the entire thing is iridium quality so I can, you know, do that. I'm almost there. That's just gold there. We go here, we have the porch that is covered in grass. Abigail is hiding in it for some reason, and she doesn't want to kiss twice. That's kind of sad. What's this? Oh, just the Moonlight Jelly Stingo. Over here, oh, the honey's done today. Just a little honey pit. I can't even remember if Poppy is the actual one you want for summer because they have better honeys than others. I can't really remember. It doesn't matter. Profit from honey doesn't matter for me anymore. The purple one of the other statue at home, I can't remember what it's called. Yeah. I used to have a full stack of iridium ore plus another half one, but what happened is that I spent it all on crystallariums, and you will see why in a second. Speaking of crystallariums, got my furnace pit over here. If we go down, these 4 sheds cost me like $8 to $10 million to make, kind of like a small little renovation. They're probably thinking, Mossy, 4 sheds don't cost $10 million to make, what's happening? So basically, these 2 sheds are full, just both full of preserve jars, and they're ancient fruit preserve jars. This one is full of crystallariums, and it's full of jade crystallariums, because on Sundays if you go to the Desert Trader, you can get 1 staircase for 1 jade. So, you know, that's an easy deal if I just replicate them. This is kegs, and it's all unsurprisingly using ancient fruit. I'll harvest all that later. Anyway, if we go up here, I got my little bit of hay. I usually buy 9 stacks of hay, so it's easier to, because I have a lot of animals on my farm. I have 9 barns and 3 coops, so it gets a bit annoying. I have 3 silos, by the way, if you need to know that for some reason. This little 6 cranberry jelly area, yeah, I made that at like the start of the save file. It's not very useful at all, but I still keep it, just there's not much I can do with that bit of space. Anyway, it's my first coop of just assorted animals. You can see I have an auto petter. I only have 1 of those. Be nice if I had a whole farm of those, but I'll grind that out one day. I'm still not done with this file, as you can see from I haven't quite completed 100%. Yeah, I kind of forget to sell some of the stuff in here sometimes. So as you'll see around the farm, I have over like $10 million gold, whatever it's called, worth of just random garbage in my chests, just sitting around. I got the ostrich recently because of the 1.5 update. As you can see here, the wool, that's iridium quality, I keep because when I have the artisan perk, iridium quality wool is actually worth more than cloth, which is the result if I put it in here. Now, don't look at this. This is large milk iridium. It is not worth more than cheese. I was just dumb. I forgot to put. Now I used to be a stack of 200, but now it's only like 90, so that's better. I'm getting rid of it. Auto grabbers own all of those. Now to the next thing, the 4 fish ponds up here. I just made these because they look cool. They're the 4 fish ponds that change color. This is the fish pond chest. These are from the crystallarium farm I have down there. You'll see that in a second. And this is a lot of that ancient fruit is just came from here over the years. Oh, my ancient fruit's ready today. I'll collect that later. And you can see I have some fruit trees and some seed makers. Because when I went over to Ginger Island, I made the whole thing ancient fruit. Now, if we look in here, this for a long time used to be a normal shed. So I've only just upgraded it, which doubles the size. So I'm still making crystallariums for it because I ran out of iridium ore, as I just talked about before. I forgot to mention that this shed over here is actually full with garden pots. And the reason why I needed all that fiber was so that I could make heaps of retaining soil, because it keeps the soil watered forever there. So I don't have to water that ever. So I basically just have an artificial greenhouse. But I cannot plant any ancient fruit in there. Now if we look in here, this used to be my magnum opus. I don't know if it still is. I've gotten through a lot of changes in the farm. Basically there is 3, 6, 7, 8 pig barns over here. And of course my fully upgraded truffle maker shed. This took way too long. On screen I'll put just how much resources it costs, because for 1 truffle maker it costs 50 slime, I believe 1 gold bar, might be more than that, and 20 hardwood, I believe, which is more than 1 trip to the secret woods, which is before 1.5, which is when I started this in 1.4. The only way to get hardwood, well, not the only way, but the main way to consistently get lots of hardwood was to go to the secret woods. Now, if that only yields me with like 12 per day, yeah, you can see it was pretty slow. Anyway, here are my pigs. I'll probably just pick up all the truffles later. What I do is I go around the farm, I just hold right click and it picks up all the truffles and pats the pigs at the same time. By the way, you can pick up multiple items in the same frame, or in the same animation, if you just hold mouse and just go over them. Hold mouse, go over them. I still dig up artifact spots for no reason. I don't know why. I have made over 63 million dollary dues, and I'm still picking up worms from the ground. Oh, I've slowed down. Time to ingest some coffee now. Stone Owl, this happened, like, not too recently, like, a season or so ago. It's not as rare as before, but I don't know. This is an old file, so it might be rarer, but I don't know. Anyway, by the way, the wiki says that truffles cannot be dug up on pathways. This is just simply untrue, because, as you can see, this happens, and sometimes pigs dig up truffles here, and sometimes if I go on my horse, I can go through here. Hello, horse. I'm clicking. Oh my god. Sometimes they dig up on this path, which is a bit annoying. And speaking of this area, this is my original ancient fruit area. I mean, it was originally not ancient fruit. It was like just assorted crops like blueberries for summer, cranberries, oh, actually, bee star fruit for summer, etc. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, I just got rid of that. I'll look at that later. This pond is Stingray Pond. I got that because it has star shards and dragon tooth. You can see that at one point I switched it to midnight squid so that I could get some squid ink. Yeah, I have all the rare crows, of course, but that's just one of them over here. My favorite's the alien. I can even put a hat on the alien, but I don't think I have one on me right now. I could probably put the one on my horse. As you can see here, the chickens, yeah, this is my chicken area because pigs don't produce all through the winter. They do not produce... Let me rephrase that, I'm retarded. Pigs, as you can see, there's a bit of mayo in here. I kind of forget to, you know, do that, but pigs do not produce in winter, and they used to be my main source of money. So, you know, I put some chickens because they're the most profitable poop animal besides golden chickens that were introduced in 1.5. You know, I didn't have them back then. I still don't have them because you have to have like 100% completion. And then if we look up here, this is kind of a little bit of a flex chest, you know. It's kind of cool, got some cool stuff in there. This is my bean chest. It used to be around here. That all stemmed from one coffee plant, because DF made a video, he made like 3 videos ages ago, how he started from one coffee plant, and like went to heaps. He went to a whole farm, so like I tried that myself, you know, at one point, and here I am. I stopped at 200 plants, because I had no sprinklers, because I was dumb back then when I did it. Yeah, this is just assorted seeds and whatnot in this chest. Mining materials, fish, yeah, farming, foraging, fish. Now, funny story with these fish, not these fish, the fish over here, is that I like mods in Stardew, and before I knew all about mods, I used to use this thing called WeMod because it's free and it's easy to use. Basically, one of them makes everything in your chest 99, yeah, it makes it infinite, but like it caps at 99. And I didn't realize I had it on because I was just using it for speed, but I didn't realize I had the chest stuff on. And, yeah, this happened, but that was the only thing that's cheated on this file. That was just a complete accident. This is sea foraging stuff, also has Mr. QI fish. Winter forageables, just random garbage. Then if we go over here, random garbage, mostly like building materials, random garbage, another actually legit, what's it called, fish chest, cork bobber chest. This used to be a cork bobber chest, oh, it's empty now. Yeah, I used to have a lot of these chests. Now if you go down here, once I started playing Stardew 1.5, this was the main chest for it, all that random stuff. That's the ring chest, the cooking chest, or, you know, mostly there's still a bit of deluxe speedrun stuff in there, but yeah, those are some of my spare rare crows and the deluxe scarecrow that you get to make after you have finished, after you've got all the rare crows. Now I'll quickly also show Ginger Island as a bonus, I guess. It's not very pretty compared to some people's Ginger Islands. I just kind of slapped it together just for some ancient fruit. It looks pretty good until you get down to here, where you see there's all these gaps where I haven't had sprinklers and the fruit trees in the way and they're all placed weirdly. It looks alright. This little thing I have here with the tree sap, it looks alright, but it makes it look tidier than it was before, but it looked really, really bad before. Like, I have this random path up here, like, what is this here? It's just complete garbage. Anyway, that is the end of the farm tour video. If you want me to make Ginger Island prettier and you want me to make a farm tour video on that, I certainly will, because it's easy content for me, because usually I'm used to making really long and detailed videos like this one over here, the dark side of Stardew Valley. In this video, I depict all the dark and secret things that happen in the town, like all the corruption and all that. I mean, not all of it because it's part 1, and there's going to be a part 2 when I get around to making it, but yeah. That video didn't do as well as it's supposed to, because once the impressions started to spike, YouTube decided just to go down, and it killed the video, which is really sad because it would have gotten a lot more reach. Because what happens, for a channel my size anyways, what happens is all your viewers see it, like all your subscribers and whatnot, anyone on like Discord, Twitter, whatever, on your social medias, and then a day or two passes, and then YouTube's like, alright, we're gonna show this to some random people, and people who would also like your content, we're gonna spike the impressions. And then if you do well, if you keep a good click-through rate and retention rate, then they will keep doing it, and they keep spiking it until something goes down, like the click-through rate or the retention rate. Now, the thing is, my video didn't get that chance because YouTube went down, so it just, the hour it started to spike, it went down. Now, this is what a normal video looks like when it spikes, when it has its impressions spiked. Then over 1 to 2 weeks, it flatlined, but that unfortunately didn't happen for this video. It's like having your baby born, and then the minute it's born, it gets shot in the face by the doctor with a gun. Like, it didn't have the chance to live. But if you watch and share that video, then the baby could come back to life from that life-threatening gun accident. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed that. Go watch Dark Side of Stardew Valley. Much better video than this. And I will see you in the next one.